The stewards of these resources really understand the whole training process from beginning to end, from finding the people and finding good candidates, to training them, to making sure there's good teachers, to making sure that there is a place for them to go into the mission field, and then the follow through afterwards to make sure that they last in the mission field. You would need to have that whole process in place.
If a school wants to get a grant from the BMF, you can apply. There are criteria. One of them is there has to be a great leader, an established trainer of young people. There has to be a pool of students, of young Christians, of young talented Christians, campus ministries. And then there needs to be a curriculum, a training curriculum that really helps those students to become excellent leaders within a period of 3, 4, 5 years.
When I sit in the board meetings now, I can see that there's, a tension that they have between, of course, you just want to give money away to people that want to train people that want to be missionaries, but you need to find the balance of how do you also cultivate responsibility in the people that, and ownership in the schools that you're sending money to.
We have to be very tough with those criteria. One of the more difficult parts of my job is to say, no, I'm sorry, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for us because the criteria may not be met to the level, to the degree we'd like it to see.
How do we fund this at the right level so that we're not missing an opportunity, but also so that it's going to be something that can be sustained and that the infrastructure and the support is going to be there in that place moving forward?
That's important to us, that we spend the money only for places where we really get the impact that we would like to see. One of the criteria that we measure with schools that have been around is, so how many students make it into the ministry, number one, that's the first hurdle, and then the next hurdle is how many end up in the mission field. The number one criteria is how many students are ending up in the mission field.
It's not just one phase in the process, but really trying to build a whole system that is sustainable and is going to be able to perpetuate in the future.